Hello there, and welcome to the Double Zero Challenge channel. We do just one thing on this channel, and that's to take these two D10 dice and see how long it takes before we roll a double zero. Hypothetical odds are 1 in 100. If you would like to play along, make your guess now, but all I ask is that you keep it to yourself, don't disclose it in the comments, let other people watch the video and find out for themselves. There will be more to explain as we go along, but let's get rolling. So number one, we have a 5 and a 3. I'll read them all out as we go along. And that's a 6 and an 8. That's a 7 and a 3. And we have a 0, but it's a 2. We're looking for double zeros only. We will take account of any other doubles we encounter, but uh, that is just for fun. We have a 9 and a 6 there. Yes, we do. I know we have little lines on it, but sometimes I just can't mentally rotate them, so please excuse me. And that's a 1 and a 3. And that's a double 2, so we'll mark that down there. Just as the hypothetical odds are 1 in 100 of getting a double zero, the chances are 1 in 10 of getting any sort of double. We move on. And that's a double 5. There we go, we're using up our chances quickly. And that is a 9, sorry, a 6 and an 8. Either way, not crucial. And that is a double 9. Laying that on the pile as well. And we have a 6 and a 9 there. And that's a 0, but it's a 9. And that's an 8 and a 9. Hey, what if we're playing in German? A lot of 9s today because we're not getting any other number. We move on. That's a 7 and a 4. And that's a 0, but it's a 7. That's a 9 and a 2. And that's an 8 and a 9. Actually, further to the German comment, if anyone wanted to start a parallel channel in another language, we could chat about that. And that's a 4 and a 2. What do you mean it's bad enough in English? And that's a 1 and a 9. And we have an 8 and a 3. And that's a 2 and an 8. And we have a 5 and a 7. And that's a 5 and a 3. We have a 0, but we have a 4. And that's a 0, but it's a 1. 3 and an 8. And a 4 and a 5. That's a 0, but it's a 6. Oops. There we go. 4 and a 7. That green dice just escaped from the cup. If you're a regular viewer, you'll find there is minimal editing. I like to do this all in one take just to show you that we really have got a double zero. There's no editing or minimal editing involved. It's usually by exception. Anyway, 5 and a 3. And that's a 1 and a 5. And that's a 5 and a 1. And that's a 0, but it's a 6. And that's a 1 and a 7. And we have a 5 and a 9. There's a 0, but it's a 4. 7 and a 5. And that's a 5 and a 3. A 1 and a 2. And that is a 9 and a 4. And that is a 9 and a 6. A 3 and a 2. 9 and a 1. And we have a 9 and a 7. And that's a 0, but it's a 5. On every 50th roll, we have a massive shake with the cup. We do it in two hands, but that's coming up very shortly. We've got a few more to do first. And it's a double 0. There we go on roll 46. So had a bit of a run actually. The last game was 47, and the game before that was 47. This was 46. We also encountered 3 other doubles on the way. That's great. Thank you very much for watching this video. You take care and roll on next time.